Everyone, welcome back to my book reviews. My name is Michelle and I do 5-star book reviews, which means that if I read a book and I deem it worthy of 5 stars, I do a review on it. And because I love finding books and then I'm like, you have to read this book, and I love telling everybody why. So I read a good book like this one right here, The River Widow. Oh my God, guys, you have to get this. It came out December 1st, so I'm a little bit late to it, but Anne Howard Creel, oh my God, what an amazing. I was reading it and listening to it, and I was mesmerized. Like, I was listening to it and crocheting, and I couldn't get up. I was like, one more chapter, one more chapter. Oh my God, I was obsessed with this book. And I wanted to see if Amazon called it historical fiction. I'm not quite sure, but it takes place during 1937, the flood of the Ohio River. So I think that that is historical fiction. I just don't know if they categorized it that way. But we got main character Ada Branch, and this is not a spoiler because in the first chapter, she ends up killing her husband by mistake. And she's abused by him, which back in the 30s, really wasn't, nobody really called it abuse. It wasn't really domestic violence back then, but she was getting physically abused by him. The river came into their farm, flooded, and she had the opportunity. They had a fight. She kills him by accident, and his name is Lester. And he leaves behind a daughter, Daisy, that she is the stepmom to. And the story just, I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, at the end, it could have gone one of two ways with Daisy and with Ada. And I am so happy that Anne picked the way she did. And I just sat there after it was over. I was like, I needed to take a minute. I needed to take it in because I really thought it was going to go the other way. But the way she did it was so amazing. It's like one of my favorite endings so far, I should say, in a long time. I read so many books. I'm like, oh yeah, so far this, I don't know, week, basically. But let me tell you the beginning, okay? Her hands were lined and scarred and looked older than her 31 years. So we see that Ada's had a hard life, and she has. She's had a very hard life. And then we end that chapter with him being dead and what's going to happen. And she could have just disappeared into, wherever. Like, the flood, like, took over everything. She could have just walked away. But Daisy was staying with Lester's parents, and she was like, I got to go get her. And her determination to get Daisy, I think Ada is like one of my favorite characters. Best ending, one of my favorite characters. I love her so much. Oh, Anne, my God, if this does not turn into a movie, like, I don't know if I have any ability to make sure this becomes a movie or not. But anybody listening, I'm telling you, go read this book. I want to see, right? Comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that this book, my hair is driving me crazy again today. It's all staticky, whatever. Anyway, if you agree, tell me. I want to know. I want to know who's read this book besides me. I want to, like, go to Barnes and Noble and, like, get the book, and then just, has anybody read this book? Because I want to talk about it. It's that good. You are going to love it. And Anne was born in Texas. She had a book turn into a movie. One of her books, called The Magic of Ordinary Days, was a Hallmark movie. So I have a feeling that this book is gonna, it could be a Hallmark movie, but I see bigger things, especially historical fiction. They love historical fiction now to make books out of. So Anne, loved it. If I could, like, give you a standing ovation right now, I would just stand up and start clapping because this was that good. And I've managed to do this video in under 5 minutes. So if you love reading historical fiction, if you love women's fiction, that's where I would put it. It's a like a thriller. That's why I wanted to see what they categorized it. It was kind of a thriller. The suspense was there as to what was going to happen, but I don't know that it's categorized as a thriller. But anyway, everyone, go get the book. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think about it. I really, really want to know. So if you like this video, if you like my book reviews, please hit like. I put out videos every single day. Thank you, everyone.